back, everybody. Time for more winter anime impressions. We're going with I just kind of random rouletted the ones I was going to do today. And we're going to start out with Nobunagun, which is a horrible pun. Nobunagun is, I guess, about the spirits of historical figures are captured in these little Pokeballs, and then people grab onto them and they kind of like digivolve into like a weird hybrid. So there's a guy that has he's got the digi-egg for Jack the Ripper, and he has this huge like blade arm, and they fight something. They don't really explain what the monsters are exactly. They just kind of show up and they're monsters. I don't really understand. It's just the first episode. They didn't really explain that, but and this girl picks up the digi-egg for Oda Nobunaga, who's apparently a popular subject this season in anime. And she grows this giant Gatling gun and she shoots demon monster aliens. And that's kind of the whole show. If I seem kind of unenthusiastic about Nobunagan, it's because not a whole lot happens. It's very on the surface. It's a very what you see is what you get kind of show. It's the kind of show that screams style over substance. And that's not a bad thing. There's nothing inherently wrong with going with a particular style. Some of the best movies and anime that we know of is style over substance. The reason why that works is because the style is very unique and very well pulled off. And then you have Nobunagan. Nobunagan, I'm just gonna say it, is a very cheap looking show. The whole time I was watching Nobunagan, I couldn't help but think of Kill la Kill and how that show does style over substance leaps and bounds better than Nobunagan could ever hope to. The action in Kill la Kill is well shot. It's well choreographed. You can easily tell what's going on in relation to other things, and it's exciting. Nobunagan is choreographed pretty horribly. It kind of watching it, I drew a lot of parallels to like what I would consider amateur hour in like a kung fu action movie. The camera's nowhere. It's complete. The camera angles are all really flaccid. Yeah, it's just kind of a flat show. The thing is, though, that it also wasn't bad. There wasn't anything about it that stuck out to me as being particularly awful, except that, like I said, it's kind of a cheap-looking show. Again, I've got no problem with style over substance. It's just that the style needs to be really over the substance to justify, having the substance be here. And Nobunagan did not do that. So, I mean, I guess I get the appeal, kind of, but it's not something I think I'll be looking into in the future. It was just kind of a meh. Unlike our next show, which is I'm afraid to have an opinion about this one, because I'm afraid I'm going to get arrested if I say anything positive about it. That's kind of how I feel. That's kind of it in a nutshell. I feel a little dirty after watching it. Not like Master of Martial Arts or like a hentai or something like that. Not that I know what that feels like. Oh my god. This divorced couple is getting back together, and that means that their respective kids are now, their stepbrother and stepsister. So now they've got to adjust and kind of get used to having a brother and sister. And then things get weird. Really quickly. Like, if I had bet money that there wasn't going to be ghost rape in the first episode of the show, there'd be a poor man sitting here in front of the camera right now. Yeah, it gets weird. I mean, I guess it kind of goes without saying it's called My Sister Is Unusual, so it shouldn't be surprising that the stepsister starts acting weird. Art style, fine. It's fine. It doesn't do anything particularly style-wise that, is worth talking about. Really, the meat of the show, or at least the meat of the episode, was just in kind of like the shock factor. Like, how far are they going to go with, this scene? How far are they going to, when are they going to cut away from this? When are they going to, and they do it just to the point of being uncomfortable, and then go a little bit more, and then they stop. which I guess is what you could consider tasteful. Some people aren't going to, though. I can already tell. This is not the kind of show people everyone's going to be on one side of. This is going to be a guilty pleasure show. If I continue with this one, this is no doubt about it going to be a guilty pleasure show, because it's weird. Again, the meat of the show is really just kind of the shock factor. See, with the thing with the whole brother-sister subgenre in anime, I'm kind of just dull to it at this point. I finished Koikaze. Once you finish Koikaze, there's not much else in anime that could, or in anything really, that could weird you out or gross you out about watching that kind of thing in a movie or a show. So you guys should watch Koikaze. So that's it, I guess. Nobunagun was kind of a dull dud, and then Sisters Unusual is unusual. I don't know if I'll follow up on it. Maybe I'm kind of curious. I guess maybe I'll look into the next episode. I want to see like if there's an overarching story or if it's just going to be weird for the sake of being weird. Either one would not surprise me, but I'd kind of like if there was an actual like connecting story to it all. But we'll see. There's a lot more winter stuff to go through, so I'm going to see if maybe I can't get on that right now and maybe get another video up for you guys tomorrow. But until then, take care. Bye-bye.